Okay, good afternoon, everybody. So let us start our class from where we, and I have also added link. So go to D2L, and your section is 2, right? Yeah. Section 2. Yes. Okay. So if you go to the section 2 page, and then on the content, and you see on the lecture module, you see start here, and it has learning modules, and I have also added lecture videos, another content here. So I have added all 2 sections that I teach face to face. Okay, so this is your section 2, and this is section 3. So if you click your section 2 here, you will be redirected to my YouTube channel, where I usually upload my lecture video. So watching lecture videos is optional. If you can capture anything in this class, then fine, you don't need to watch any videos, okay? But if you miss something, you need to recap, or okay, if you miss a class, then please go to the lecture video and watch the video. But if you do not understand anything in the video, so please write a comment below the video, then I will get a notification, and then within a short time I will reply you, or in the next class, I'm not sure what is happening, or in the next class I will review that. Okay, so this is our last lecture video. I don't know why it's slow. Anyways. So you may remember that we described with a demo program. Okay, so we will start from here, but from our next week, because I'm waiting for a week, because there will be some new students in this course. From next week, we will start our journey starting from the lecture slide. Okay, but this week, okay, I hope I will be in a good shape, that I have set up my project on Eclipse and as well as on GitHub. So here, how many of you do not have a GitHub account yet? Is there anyone that does not have a GitHub account yet? You don't like it? What is the reason that you do not have a GitHub account? So please create a GitHub account. So now from from early this week, GitHub allows to have private free account, but earlier it did not allow. I used to pay $7 a month. So you gave me that information, right? Who gave me that information? Yeah, Microsoft acquired GitHub maybe last year, something last year. Okay, and then it's good. You can save all of your practice or your content, but please make it your project as a private, so that it will not be disclosed with others. Okay. And if you need my help, then make me me means CSE1322S02L03 expert, as a collaborator to your project. Okay, and send me an email, where do you need help. Then if I have a time, then I will help you, but I will not help you to write your complete program. Okay, I can help you to fix your bug. I can help you to give you some clues. Okay. Okay, so we started from here in our last class that we start with a test program, right? So here you see the public static. Okay, so it's a public class test program. Okay, actually this test program is a class here. Okay, that we will learn more about class and object. Okay, class is the foundation of object-oriented programming. So the purpose of this public class here is different, because we will not actually create a class or a type here for this public class. Actually we declared this public class test program in order to save our program code. Okay, so a class usually contains some variables and some method to access those variables. Here we will not put any variable, but we have already a method. We have a method here, public static void main string args. Okay, so here is a public is this means this method is public, and static means we will discuss about static later. That means in order to access or run this method, we do not need to create an object. Okay, and it has an argument, a string type array is called args. Okay, and as we discussed last week, we used a string type object hello, and we printed hello here. Okay, so here actually the purpose of this test program is to save our code. By default in Java, whatever you give it static a public class name, your program will be saved in a file with same name with .java file. Okay, so I gave test program and then it's saved as test program.java. If I want to rename it, okay, so actually by default in Java there you can have only one public class per file. Okay, you can have multiple classes in a file, but only one of them will be public class. Okay, and the file needs to be saved by that public class name. So if I save my this, if I rename my this, I want to rename my this public class as hello world, so then it will not work. So you see there is an error message is showing, because the showing is that it says the public type hello world must be defined in its own file. Type means here class. Okay, it should be defined. So what I need to do, I have two options. Either I have to change this file name as hello world, or I have to change this class name as test program. Okay, so let me do that. One thing that I have two options. So it says there are two quick fixes. So if I want to rename my file to hello world.java, just if I click over here, so you see my file name has been renamed as hello world.java. Okay, so let us start our lecture from here. Okay, so let's see. So in the course content, you will see, if you go to the table of content or content, maybe if you see, go to the learning modules, and for if you do module 01 review of 1321 or 1301, okay, so click here and then you see there are some learning modules. These are PowerPoint files. Lecture 1, Lecture 2 and Lecture 3, these are PowerPoint slides, and then Lecture 4, these are PowerPoint slides. We will cover these 4 slides next week. Okay, and there are some additional videos, links, and then other resources. So you please go through this. Okay, so if you click here and then click on download, then your lecture videos will be downloaded as a PDF. Okay, so I already have downloaded my lecture videos, so I don't like to open that, download that again. So I have my modules over here. So my lecture videos is you will see the lecture video sometime, lecture video 1 C++ Java, but I have added underscore mh, my initial, because I made some changes, and then I added some extra stuff in the slide. These are optional, but sometime maybe I will add, in addition to this slide, I will add my version as well, so that you can follow both. Okay, so if we open our first lecture slide, so the first lecture slide is review of common data types. Okay, as we know, there are 13 primitive data types, that means built-in data types: integer, long, double, float, character, boolean, string. Okay, and then it discussed how to declare a variable, how to access variables, and how to console input output, and this like very basic stuff that you covered in our last class. So these are very simple, like conditional statement. You already know this, I believe. Okay, so I like everybody to go this slide one by one. Okay, and in from our next class I will go through this slide, but today I want to discuss this slide with this program that I started in our last class. So we want to continue our discussion with actual real program. We'll see how to do this. Okay, so as we know, there are about 13 primitive data types. One of them is string. Okay, string is a class. In Java, it is a class, and in Python, in Java you have to type in your class name starting with an uppercase letter, string with an S. But in C# you can do S in uppercase or S in lowercase. It allows both. Okay, so string actually is a good built-in data type that allows to use do string operation. We will learn more about string operation later. So string has a huge use in application. Like you see in this application, this file is a string, edit is a string, source is a string. These are manipulated as a string. Okay, and if you click edit menu, then you see some sub menu. All of these are handled or used, declared as a string. Okay, so before string was added as a built-in data type in C# or Java, earlier programming languages, like C, we did not have any string data type where, so we declared character type, like character ch. Okay, character ch. So character is a type, right? So string type allows us to include as many numbers of, maybe it's unlimited, as many, I don't know the limit, maybe definitely not unlimited, but I don't know the limit how many character I can put in a string. Okay, but okay, character type allows us to include only one character within a single quotation. Okay, So now, if I want to print my character, okay, so if I say ch, then what it will print? So it will print, if I say control plus F11, it will print an A, right? So I have my maybe hello world up and then A. Okay, so but there is another way to assign values to a character type. Okay, we will do that later soon. So okay, let me comment this out. Okay, you see that? So now on the line 12, it is showing an error. Do you know what is the error about? Can you guess? Yes, the CS is not declared yet because I commented out, right? So in order to comment out quickly what I do, so I will keep my mouse pointer here anywhere on this line and I will press control plus forward slash. Control plus forward slash. If I press one time, then it will be commented out, and if I press another time, then it will be uncommented. Okay, so there is another way that char character ch equal to, can I do that? Who said yes? What is your name? Yeah, Mason is correct. We can do. Okay, so in character type, for character type, we can assign its values by two ways. We can assign directly to by enclosing a character within a single quotation, or we can put directly by assigning ASCII value. It's ASCII value. So if I run this program, let me clear my output, and if I run it, it will show me same output, right? So you know the ASCII code. Have you heard about ASCII code? American Standard Code for Information Interchange. So ASCII code, so all characters, whatever we type in our computer, even we record audio, video and anything, so everything is converted internally into 0 and 1 in binary system, okay? The rule or format of this conversion is called ASCII set, okay? So ASCII, if I say do a Google search as ASCII table, you see that I will get a lot of, let me go in image, okay. Okay, you see for A is in uppercase, it has 65, serial number 65, from 0 to 65. In hexadecimal it is 41. You see, remember that A is in 64 position, B is in 66, uppercase A and B, and lowercase a is in 97. What is 97? Lowercase a is in 97. Lowercase b is in 98. So, by following this, if I say CH is now 66, what will be printing? Capital B. Okay. And if I say this is 98, it will print lowercase b. Right? So there are two ways to declare, to assign a character type, either by putting a character with a single code or by putting the character within by its ASCII value. Okay, that's good. So what other types you know about? What other data type you know about? Integer. Okay, that's an integer type. So I say integer x equal to, okay, 4. Okay, that's good. So if I want to sys out, then control plus spacebar. Okay, if I say x equal to 4, then I'm declaring a variable as x. Okay, and if I want to print x, then it will be printing my value 4, right? Okay. Okay, so there are other some siblings there are three other siblings of integer type. You know that? Sibling or means subset or superset. You know that? What is it? This. One is byte, say B equal to 120. Another is byte short and long. Okay, short is equal to maybe something. Okay, and then long L equal to something. Okay. So actually, byte, short, long, and integer, these four types are siblings. Okay. So there are some difference. So maybe in my last semester class, I discussed this detail. I will share a video with you. Sometime I will share a video with you, or I will ask you to watch a video in order to expedite our lesson. So whatever I have already recorded, I don't like to do that again. Sometime if I give you an announcement, watch this video, please watch that video before you come to class. Okay. So here there are some similarities or dissimilarities between these siblings, integer, byte, short, and long. Okay, byte is actually used to okay. So let me byte is actually used to use for short number. When you declare, can anyone please tell me what happens when I declare a variable x as an integer? What happens? Anybody know?
You allocate a portion of memory for it?
Yeah, that's good. Yes. When I declare a variable, for instance, this is my memory location. Okay. This is my memory, RAM, random access memory, right? So it has 1 byte. We have maybe 1 gigabyte or 16 gigabyte memory, RAM, no matter. So each memory slot, byte, has an address. Okay. You will learn this in your computer other fundamental class. So if I declare a variable as an integer, what will happen? What compiler will do? Compiler will assign 4 consecutive memory bytes, these 4 consecutive memory bytes, and it will name the first byte of this location as your variable name x. So x will be named as this location address, first byte name, and this 4 byte will be allocated for x. So it is like something that then we can access this memory location by 2 ways, by directly its address or by going through its variable name. For instance, this building, how can we enter in this building? If this building has maybe at least 2 identities. One is the building name, is Technology Center, right? Technology Center, and another name is building name, maybe 480 or 470 or something. So we can enter, we can find this building by 2 ways. Either by asking people where is the building 640 or where is the Technology Center. Right? Similarly, okay, so we can access this address by accessing its memory location or by accessing its name. So as a human being, it is difficult for us to remember the memory location, but easier for us to remember by our variable name. That is the name x. So when I declare a variable x, what will happen? It will assign memory address x, and internally whatever value we assign for x, 4 here, that 4 will be internally converted into binary number and then will be saved over here. Okay. So this is the top one is the lowest memory access and address, and the below are the highest. So if I convert 4, then 4 will be 110, 100, right? 1004 binary, right? Then it will get another four zeros, and all of these will be zeros. All of these memories bytes will be space will be 8 zeros in all spaces. Okay, how this is memory is used variable. Okay, but now think about that. If I know that my data will be smaller, like 4, 10, 11, 12, 13, less small number, less than 100. Okay, then do I need to misuse this memory? Just like by putting zeros? I don't need. Like sometime, for instance, sometime we go to vacation or we go to outside for a tour or something, we live in a hotel. Okay, for instance, if I go in a vacation and if I want to stay in a hotel, how many rooms I should book? Okay, usually one, right? But should I book or do I book or you reserve 4 rooms? No matter how much money I do have, we usually do not do that, right? Because we know that is misuse. I don't need 4 rooms because even I switch room to room each night. At a certain time, I cannot live in 4 rooms. I cannot sleep in 4 beds, right? So similarly, same thing. When I know that my variable will be smaller enough, then I don't need to declare an integer type. I have a byte type, shorter, that takes only 1 byte in memory space. A byte type takes only 1 byte in memory space. A short type takes 2 bytes, and a long type, an integer type takes 4 bytes, and a long type takes how many bytes? 8 bytes. Okay. So for instance, when you want to work with very, very, very large data, large number, like how much for like light year or something, very large number or very tiny numbers, then you can work with long. Okay. Okay, so I can go to board or I can draw something here. What do you like? To go to board or something? Do you understand this? I will bring my stylus next time. So I will. Yes. I will do. So that's this is okay. Thank you so much. I will do next time. Okay. So the byte type takes 1 byte. That means 8-bit memory space. Okay. So you see the byte has limitation that it can take maximum 127. 1 byte means 8-bit, and then by default byte type it reserves its leftmost bit for keeping sign either positive or negative, and then it stores 7. It uses the remaining 7 bits in order to hold data. So that if you put 7 1 1 1 1 7 times, then it will be 127. So byte has a limitation, so you can hold maximum 127. If you do 129 or 28, it will show you an error. So if you say 128, then it will show you an error. Okay, sometimes even if your compiler does not show an error, but your program will show error. Okay, and it has the range. Byte type has minimum range is negative 128. It can hold negative 128, but it can hold up to from negative 128 to positive 127. A byte type can hold. Okay, and so if I say negative 129, it will show an error, right? So lowest it can go negative 128, or maximum 100. So if you say negative 127, then it is fine. Otherwise, let us see what will happen. Let us print something. Actually, if I want to print B, So it will print B exactly. Okay. And okay, actually I don't have any way to go to 129. It will show me an error. The program will not run. But even if your program does not run, does not show an error message, ultimately it will not calculate exactly. Okay. So for short type it takes 2 bytes, and for long type it takes 8 bytes. Okay. There is another type. Can you remember? This is integer, byte, and short. These are used only to hold whole numbers, for like whole numbers. Okay. So, but if we want to hold decimal numbers, what types we need to use? Okay, double type, right? So let us declare a variable as double. For instance, double d equal to 23.50. Okay, so if I want to print d, so what it will print? Can anyone please tell me? Yes. What will be printed for d? 33 point? Yes, it will show 33.5, not 3.50. Okay, because it will truncate 0. But there is a way to format it. If you want to show 2 decimal after 2 digits after decimal point, there is a way to format it. Okay. Okay, there is a sibling of double type. You know what is that? That is this float. Okay, double and float. If equal to, if I say 45.50, is it okay? It is showing me an error message. Can you remember what is the error for?
You need to put an F after the 45.50.
Yes. If I declare a variable as a float, then I must end with either an uppercase F or a lowercase f.
Is that for Java only?
Maybe I believe for C# as well.
C#.
But this was not for C language, I remember, and maybe not for Python. You can check with Python. I am not sure. I cannot recall that. Okay. So float and double, these are siblings. These are used to hold decimal numbers, right? So actually, float is for it takes 4 bytes, and double takes 8 bytes. Okay. There are some other types. There is another type that we missed. Can you remember? If we want to hold Boolean value, either true or false, we use a type. What is that called? Boolean. Boolean, maybe BL. Okay, Boolean B equal to, okay, Boolean B. So it is showing me an error. What is the error for? Can you please tell me? I already have a B, right? Because your program will not allow to have 2 variables of same type in your program, right? I already have B here, byte. Sorry? Yes, memory is allocated for B. Actually, memory. Definitely I have enough memory space, but it will not allow me to have another B. Like for instance, I have a child named B in the house. Can I name another child same name? No, I can have B1 or B2, right? I can have a different name, slightly different name. Okay, BL for Boolean. So if I declare BL, okay, so then what value I can assign?
True or false?
True or false? Can I do that? True, TRUE, true. Can I do that? No. Okay, in C# and in Java I cannot do it, but in Python I can type in uppercase T in Python. Okay. Python use uppercase T. Okay, but in Java and C# in lowercase. Oh, sorry, I did a mistake, right? True, true. I'm sorry. So even I cannot say true, T in uppercase. Okay, and then in Python, Python allows true. Okay, okay, T in uppercase, and then here true. Okay, then if I print, okay, if I print BL, then what you will be printing? It will be printing true, right? There is no doubt if it will be printing true. It will be printing true, okay? So if I print exclamation BL, okay, so we are using a logical not operator, right? Boolean not operator, so it will print false. You know the operator, right? Boolean operator. Okay. So please go through the slide and recap this one. Okay, but I want to do is just quick, one more thing I want to recap. So here, so let me go back here. I forgot to do something. So we are printing CH instead of CH. We are printing here 98. That means here we are printing lowercase b, right? So if I do like this, if I print this typecasting integer, if I put integer here and ch, what it will print? Can anyone please tell me what will be printed on for line number 12? Oh no, sorry, I did a mistake. I want to do, for instance, here B, right? It is in B. Okay, so yeah, okay, so yes, it's okay. If I print here, it will print 98. Why is it printing 98? Just let me back it here. Can anyone please tell me? Yes, this is called typecasting, right? Typecasting is a temporary casting, changing data type from one type to another, but this change is temporary. So, but in the later line, if I print again ch, so okay, do the okay. Remember these three lines. Let us do these three lines. Let us print these three lines. Okay. So we will see the last three lines, last three outputs. So on this line, it is printing B. It is printing B, right? It is printing B, but this line it is printing 98 because I am temporarily converting this character type to integer type. So it is printing ASCII value, right? And but this line, at this line, it forgets the previous conversion. So typecasting is a temporary conversion. It is not a permanent conversion. Okay. So now, for instance, let us do something different. If I say integer ch, now what it will print here on this line? It will print 99. What it will print here in this line? 98. And what it will print here? All 98. All 398. Okay, but if I want to convert it to char, what will print on the will be printed in this line number 30? Yes. Okay, now anybody heard about Unicode system? So ASCII code has only 256 characters, but if I want to do more than 266, but other languages in the world, it will be printing something other languages. Oh, by lucky I got the word sign. Maybe it is not word sign, question sign in, maybe it's a character in other language other than non-English, but I don't know. So let us try with another something different. 85. Actually, yes. Actually, this is ASCII value, but I don't have the font installed in this computer, so it is showing something different. Okay. Okay, so let us recap what we have discussed. So we have discussed basic Boolean data types. There are 13 data types, and we have discussed how to assign and then variables and values, and how to do casting, typecasting, right? Okay, so as I mentioned that, so the integer type takes 4 byte, Boolean type takes byte type takes 1 byte, short 4 byte. So when you know that for sure that you will be dealing with very small number, so it is wise to use a byte type. But in general, in our test program, that will be very small program. Okay, so we will be frequently using integer type. This is common type. Okay, although we will miss some data, memory space, these things we will be working with very small program, and then we will not care about that. Okay, so so let us stop our class, but before that I want to push my code to their GitHub account. So let us, before that I need 3 more minutes. Okay, be patient, 3 more minutes. So let us go back to my GitHub project to see the status, actual status. What do I have there? So this is your section. This is your section, right? This is your section. You see the difference between this section 2 and section 3, that in section 3 I did not make any push, and section 2, so it has some Java code, then it is showing Java. Okay, so then if I see it, that you see that I have 2 commits. One was original commit, initial commit, and then another commit I did this one. Okay, initial commit. If I click here, you see the hyperlink. You see the hyperlink. If I click on the hyperlink, it will show me. Okay, it will show me on the yellow, on the yellow, and so in the yellow that means everything is green, right? Everything I added. Okay, now we will go back here, come back here in a minute. Okay, but we want to push our changes. So what do we need to do before that? We need to do a cd command in order to enter into that folder, right? Cd CSE. If I type in CSE, then tab, click on tab. Okay, sorry. CSE. Oh, sorry. First of all, I do not have any CSE folder here. Actually, first of all, I need to enter into my workspace, right? CD WO, or if I type in W and hit on tab button on keyboard, then it will show me workspace. Then CD workspace, enter, and then if I say CD change directory CSE, and if I press tab, because I have this other folders, so I will hit on tab until I find my, this is your section, right? This is the code, right? I will enter. Then I will check my status, git space status. Okay, so it has some red and some green, right? Red means this one I changed on. Okay, red one, and initially I said this is showing me renamed. Renamed is the file within src folder test.java into src folder with hello world, right? So what I need to do, I need to add this git. All git commands start with git space add dot. Okay, then it will add. Now if I do status again, then everything is blue, right? Okay, now it is showing me I deleted this file. Actually I did not delete, I renamed. Okay, now I need to do commit, right? Git commit dash m and then space, within a double quote I will type in my comment so that I can remember what changes I made. Okay, I can rename test Java to hello world, right? And let us keep until this. Okay, and maybe add something. Okay, center. So it is showing me that 2 file changes, and then plus means these are insertion, and delete means 11 delete means I deleted some lines. Okay, now I need to do one more comment. You see that if I do this until this, then if I go to my project, you see that it is showing me up one. You see that this tiny upper one. That means this is my local project is ahead of one commit ahead than my remote project. If you see the up one, that means my local project is one. What is called? One commit ahead than master. Okay, then my remote project. Okay. So because okay, and given as soon as make my push, this one will be gone. I will show you. Okay, so let me keep this side by side. So then now we need git. What is my last comment I need to give? Git push origin master. That I am getting git. This command means I am pushing my code to the original project's master branch. Okay, git push origin master. You see the how all very only 4 comments. Okay, status add commit push 4 commands. Okay, git push origin master. Okay, so yeah, give attention. Look at here. As soon as it pushes my code, I think this will be gone. Let me wait a few seconds. As soon, maybe it's not going. As soon as I click here, this should be gone. Or if it is not gone, then what I will do, I will do a right click, and then I will refresh my project. Refresh my project. Let me see why it is not gone. Actually, if should be. This should be gone. This should be gone. My computer internet is slow. But let us see the original project. If I click on the original project, we see the rename my this one, my commit, my latest commit, and before that, okay, I wanted to show you something. I have 3 commits here, right? There was the initial commit, the last class commit, and today's commit, right? So this is the initial commit. So if I click here, now see my new code. Okay, that's it for now for today.